Chris Tanev just got dealt to the Dallas Stars in a 3-team trade, and I'm here using my trade value chart to break down who won this deal. It's rapid trade reaction, let's go. So first things first, a little housekeeping on this trade. We're going to completely disregard the New Jersey aspect of it. They acquired a 4th round pick in 2026 from Dallas in exchange for retaining 50% of Chris Tanev's salary this year. As I mentioned in my draft pick trade value video, the price for a team to retain salary is never really that big. It's about 1/10 of a standings point in trade value, which is about the equivalent of a 4th round pick in a draft 3 years from now. So you can almost think of the Devils portion of this trade as just the cost of doing business. It's the salary cap finagling that the teams had to do in order to make the trade work, but it doesn't take away or add value anywhere. But here's the full trade. The Stars acquired defenseman Chris Tanev along with prospect Cole Brady from the Calgary Flames, and the Flames acquire prospect Artem Grushnikov along with a 2024 second round pick and a conditional 2026 third round pick. Now, dealing with the two prospects, neither Cole Brady nor Artem Grushnikov are considered to be elite prospects by my model. They're not top 100 prospects according to the hockey writers. They weren't drafted in the top 2 rounds of any of the last 3 NHL drafts, but they're both young enough, under 25, to be considered mid-tier prospects, so they both have a trade value of about 1.6 points, which is somewhere between a 3rd and a 4th round pick in the next NHL draft. Because they have the same value, we can basically say that those two offset, and the trade is in reality Chris Tanev for a 2024 second and a 2026 third round pick. And we're going to treat it as a 2026 third round pick, even though it's conditional, because we're evaluating this trade from the basis of what is the maximum amount of value that Dallas is willing to give up in order to acquire Chris Tanev. Now, Tanev comes to Dallas with 3.4 point share on the year, according to Hockey Reference, which means, according to my trade chart, which is based on the last 10 trade deadlines of data, Chris Tanev's trade value would be about a 1st round pick in the upcoming draft, and they got back a 2nd round in this draft and then a 3rd round pick in 2026. So a 2nd round pick has a trade value of 2.3 point share, which Calgary gets back immediately, and then the 3rd round pick has a trade value of 1.75 point share. But remember, that trade value gets halved every year out the draft pick is. So essentially the Flames are only getting a quarter of the value of that 3rd round pick, which is just under half a point in trade value. So overall, the Stars got back about 5 points worth of trade value, and the Flames got back about 4.4 points worth of trade value. This is a slight win by the Dallas Stars. The Flames didn't quite get the value back that they should have been looking for Tanev, and Dallas, quite frankly, should have had to give up a 1st round pick to get Tanev. Now, it's within 1 point share of trade value, so it's not a highway robbery by Dallas, but yeah, the Flames definitely didn't maximize their trade value, in my opinion.